Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. Apparently another story evolved very quickly. This farmer's loitering beside a couple crates of berries, idly watching the clouds go by, waiting for the pickup. He says, trying to make small talk. You want to hear a wild story? Absolutely. He starts telling you about the ghost of a well-heeled hobo. It takes a couple of minutes, but you suddenly recognize it as the story about the last Battle of Armagnac. Whoever told it to the farmer changed, well, a lot, but it's still very good. Where'd you hear that? Oh, I can't remember. I think I've known it for years, since I was a boy, for sure. Well, that can't be right. That story happened to me. Bullshit. His laughter rings down the dusty road. You're a good joker, I'll give you that. Well, let's move on. The ghost of the well-heeled hobo. Camera, please. Oh God, camera, please. Why do you do this to me? Who? Off the beaten path. Ah, darn it. To this little area. Search. Oh. 30 or 40 people are already making their slow way across an impossibly vast field that touches the hazy horizon. Backbreaking work, but the folks are friendly and the pay is okay. Sweet. Alright, let's try to make it to Pittsburgh. Near as I can tell, we could use a little bit of rest and relaxation. Must be tuckered. We've been walking for like a day or so. And if I do believe correctly, that's a campfire on the horizon, so it looks like we're headed west. Sorry, Quinn, we'll catch you later. I ain't forgot where you headed off to. Alright, we got another tale that evolved. You wait in the soup line for over an hour. It's barely crawling along. You round the corner of the building and see far away a lone pair of nurses struggling to ladle out soup to hundreds. Gonna you wait near a while longer, sighs the mother in line beside you. Seems like it. You and her get to talking. After a while, the topic drifts into a strange place, and she starts telling you about the dead woman and the yellow ribbon. You recognize it as a story about the elegant woman in the small town, but way more outrageous than your version. Hey, I know that story. You tell her your version. Well, that's not as exciting, she says diplomatically. I mean, it sure sounds realer than what I heard, but I think Toby likes mine best. She bounces her child encouragingly on her hip, but Toby's too hungry to smile. Aww. Alright. Is that a bridge? Oh, geez. I think we're gonna have to pay some cash to cross the Ohio.
As you walk along the river near an unfinished bridge, a man with a tool belt catches sight of you. Hey, over there, he calls out. You look like you could use a quick way to get some hard-earned money. Hard-earned is right. The bridge hangs high over a perilous drop.
I can't die. Who gives a shit? I accept.
Great, he exclaims. Suppose you'll want a safety belt. We Thunderbird people don't need them. We fly when we fall. He chuckles.
I'm a belt up.
You find yourself up high, looking over the rushing river that crashes around the foundation of the bridge. As you work side by side, the man mentions, "You can see Thunderbirds up here if you know how to look."
Show me the way.
You ask him to explain. Practice your peripheral vision, if you dare. Last thing you need up here is for them to see you seeing them and come swooping at you, he says laughingly.
Alright, I'll give it a shot.
You only see the clouds thicken. It sure does pass the time working. The man pays you well when you're done with the job.
Thanks, man. The bridge builders. Jokers, I can tell.
You come across a girl picking wild blueberries. She smiles and greets you. Anin. She offers you some from her birch bark basket.
Thank you very much, little one.
You reach in the basket for blueberries, but pull out a handful of small, smooth stones, all the colors of the rainbow. The snickering girl runs into the trees as fast and light as a rabbit.
Good prank, little one. Good prank.
The stones tumble from your hand and hit the ground, instantly turning black as the night. Your heart leaps in surprise. How strange.
Move on. The girl with the strange stones. What's that town ahead? I should know, but I'm too stupid. I could hitch, but I'll walk for now. Cleveland! Looks like we're headed right into the Midwest. Alright, what do we got here?
The man lowers his paper as you come near.
Oh, Jesus.
His weather-beaten face is drawn. They say it's spreading. The dust is strangling the land. Half my cattle suffocated in the last storm. We cut open the carcasses to salvage the meat. They were filled with mud.
Sympathize with his plight. That sounds awful, man.
He licks his cracked lips. They stay dry. His land is dying. If the harvest fails again, people will too. You look past him, over his dust-choked fields. You can't imagine anything growing here.
I know he can't move away. Good luck, stranger. It's the only thing I can offer.
There's as much luck to be had around here as there is rain. He glances at the empty sky, then fixes his eyes on you. Nah, harvest will fail, the land will die, and all this will turn to desert. You walk on, trying to ignore the feel of sand in your shoes.
It's hard doing. The farmer whose land was choked with dust. Alright, what do we got here?
The girl tilts her basket away to hide whatever's inside.
You want to see what I got? I'm not telling.
She raises her eyebrows, encouraging you to pry further. This girl is either very confident or too young to know shyness.
Show disinterest. Oh, really? Well, I guess it doesn't matter then.
Oh, you're not being fun. It's really worth seeing.
She twists her lips to one side, mimicking a more adult, thoughtful gesture.
Tell you what, I'll show you what's in the basket if you do something for me.
Alright, what do you want?
Excellent. I want you to kill my mother.
She looks to check if you're paying
What?
attention, then points to a figure working at the other end of the field.
She's boring. She keeps making me work when I want to play.
The girl bursts into peals of laughter. She doubles over the basket, laughing so hard she's barely able to stand. When she can speak again, she says,
You should have seen your face. You really should.
She beckons you over, shows you her basket.
Goddamn kids. Practical jokers, the lot of them.
3 kittens snuggle up at the bottom. They're barely old enough to open their eyes.
Ma gave them to me for being good. I've called them Badb, Matcha, and Anand, after a story Nana told me.
She preens.
I'm very clever, you know.
I can tell. The girl with the basket of kittens. Alright. New campfire, new person. Let's see who we got here. Who's making camp near Cleveland? Franklin, Chapter 1. Nothing left to do but smile, smile,
Why, hello
smile.
there. Look like that's a heavy bag you're carrying. Let me get that for you. I insist.
Interesting. Okay, so all of these campfires take place near a field. What's this guy's deal? He looks like a
See this
porter.
uniform? It means you can trust me to make sure this is the most comfortable journey you've ever had in your life.
But why is a porter out here all alone?
Who am I? Well, I'm no George, I'll tell you that. But that's not important. This trip is about you, friend.
Why is it about me?
Anyway, you must have some funny stories to tell. Share one.
Funny stories. Huh. The story of the 4 identical men born to 2 different mothers who confused themselves amongst each other. Sounds funny enough. Although it's not true anymore.
I'll keep this story in my pocket for sure. It'll make some passenger laugh. The past, that's a tricky thing. Yes, porters may remind you of a certain type of way folks of our type used to be. There's no fight in that, just happily working past it.
Interesting.
Have any optimistic tales? I'd like to hear one of those.
Optimistic tales, eh? Perhaps the 2 lighthouse keepers. That sounds rather optimistic. Although the story of the basket of kittens, the 2 of pentacles, sheer joy. No, the dead woman and the yellow ribbon. No. Quinn's adventures. I wouldn't call Quinn's adventures necessarily optimistic. The white deer, no. The bridge builders might be optimistic enough. The fortune teller, no. All right, let's go with the girl with the basket of kittens. That sounds happy. Very light.
I'm not sure I get it, friend.
Damn. Oh well.
Joy. A good porter always finds his own happiness in the joy he brings to passengers through good work. You know what we call this job? Miles of smiles, friend. Miles of smiles. You know any good tragic tales? I feel in the mood for one of those right now.
You want tragedy? I gotta tell you this tale. About the white deer around New York City. You want some tragedy? I got some goddamn tragedy for you.
Didn't expect to, but I'm actually tearing up over here.
Yeah, you're damn right.
If you're looking for freedom, just think about how magnificent a train is. How the railroad binds this country together. Hop on and go anywhere.
That is nice.
That's freedom. And that's my life. Anyway, I'm in the mood for a good happy story. You got me?
Happy story. Well, let me tell you about the 2 lighthouse keepers near Portland, Maine. They keep each other quite happy.
A positive attitude. That's what I like to hear. Love, I try my hardest to put all my heart into my service.
I can tell, Franklin, you seem to be a little obsessed with your occupation.
But truth be told, I've never seen anything more touching on a Pullman train than a maid who knows how to treat a little baby just right.
Aww.
Anyway, I'm in the mood for a good happy story. You got me?
Happy stories. I might be damn near fresh out of happy stories. Closest I can think of. Silent Twins. No. Oh, man. I'm just about out. I guess the seagulls and the fishermen near Portland, Maine, they did say it was going to be a good fishing year with the seagulls around. Maybe that'll do.
Just like I told you, friend. Miles of smiles.
Optimistic, man, Franklin is.
The future? We're making it. There's never been anyone like us Pullman porters. It's why we have so much pride. We're setting standards for future folks, and we know just how damn high those standards are. Another night over. I surely did enjoy all those stories, though. Maybe next time I'll let down my hair a bit. What do you say?
I'd like that, Franklin. I'd like that
You
a
must
lot.
excuse me, friend. What kind of porter am I saying this trip is all about you, only to start talking about my own damn self?
No, please, Franklin.
But enough of my indulgences. I hope I see you again.
All right. So he's headed further west. I think I'll go south from here. Still, Franklin, I hope to run into you. Good luck. The Pullman Porter. Columbus, eh? That's in a southerly direction. Although there is another campfire on the horizon. Perhaps it'd be best to let stories evolve a bit. It seems like evolved stories, obviously when they're on the right subject, can help people open up more. Cincinnati. Maybe I'll go there and order a room for the night. And then head out that
A
campfire
hurried
tomorrow.
little girl collides into you with a wheelbarrow full of hay, nearly knocking you out of your shoes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You nod, but the way the girl fusses over the wheelbarrow, was that apology meant for you?
You lost?
Lost? Me? No, not at all.
She stands up taller and squares her shoulders, projecting an image of adulthood so stiff she looks about to tip over.
But I guess I could use a little help. Can I ask you something pretty, please?
Go on.
Well, I found this critter, but my daddy won't let me keep it unless I take real good care of it.
Relating this dilemma has put her on the verge of tears.
Do you know how I can be the very best pet owner in the world?
Food and shelter, miss.
The girl bursts into hysterical laughter, like she just heard the funniest joke.
I don't know how to feed it when it don't have a mouth.
What?
The laughter fades, and her look of worry returns.
Any other ideas?
Lots and lots of love?
She smiles so bright.
That's all it takes? Gosh, I already love it so much.
The little girl with the wheelbarrow. With something in it. Something with no mouth. You spend a while in the cool shade of this gas station. You notice 3 kids sitting beside their family car while their parents argue loudly with the cashier inside. The children seem embarrassed. You see the oldest brother lean over and distract his siblings with a story. He starts telling them a story about the hotel haunted by the ghost of twin toddlers. You realize almost instantly that he's telling a new version of the tale of the silent twins, but with a new, exciting, over-the-top details. He tells it very well. When the parents come stomping furiously out of the gas station, you make yourself scarce, missing the ending of the boy's new story, but the part you heard is definitely easy to remember, and will stick with you for a while. The Silent Twins has become the hotel haunted by the ghosts of twin toddlers.
The barn and silo have seen better days. One big storm might bring the whole structure down. A man hollers.
Ken? Ken? I know you're here, boy.
He sees you and lopes across the field toward you.
You seen a boy around? About 14?
Can't say that I have.
He sighs.
My boy is missing. I haven't seen him since last night.
He swallows.
He ain't the type to run off, neither. Can you spare a minute to help look? I'm worried sick.
I'm gonna check inside the barn because I'm a colossal idiot.
Interior of the barn is dim, even with the great doors thrown open. You check the animal stalls, but find nothing. As you look up to the loft, you spot a gap in the roof. A bit of cloth hangs down. Perhaps a shirt.
Check the roof.
You climb the ladder and make your way across the roof. A trail of empty beer bottles leads you past a discarded shirt and to the base of the silo. You climb up. There's a hole in the silo roof, a rupture where rotten wood gave way under something large.
Look inside.
You maneuver your way along the edge, keeping your weight off the rotted panels. You poke your head inside. He's there, half submerged in the grain. He's been dead for half a day at least.
Damn. Climb
The
down.
man's waiting at the bottom of the barn ladder.
Anything?
There's a spark of hope in his eyes.
Tell him the truth.
He chokes back a sob.
told him not to go up there. I told him.
He looks up at the tower, then turns to you, tears tracking down his grimy cheeks.
Why didn't he listen?
Can't rightly say, mister. Good luck with that. Alright, next time on Let's Play Where the Water Tastes Like Wine, we head to Cincinnati. But until then, if you liked what you saw, hit like. If you want to continue the adventure, please hit subscribe. And if you think that what I do is really keen, you can send me a couple bucks monthly on Patreon. I can use that money to do fantastic, amazing things, like make more videos, start streaming, hire an artist to do cool shit, do the coolest thing I can think of, pay my rent. But until then, good night, everyone.